Welcome to the Food and Wine channel. I'm Karen and today we come from the beautiful Taj Hotel. With me I have the Food and Beverage Director, Willem du Toit. Welcome, Willem. How are you doing this morning?
Thank you, Karen. Very well.
That's great to hear. As part of the Cape Legend Inter-Hotel Challenge, you have a candidate as a wine steward who's taking part. Could you tell us, firstly, who you are within the whole scheme of the hotel as the Food and Beverage Director?
Sure, Karen. As a food and beverage director in this hotel, you obviously look after many various elements of food and beverage, and that includes the variety of restaurants that we have, the bars. It also includes what offering do we put on a particular menu in a restaurant, and what do we put on our wine list.
Right. So that's where we come in with the wine steward who will be taking part as part of the wine. So
absolutely.
Could you give me a background as to how you became interested in this?
Sure. I think I got interested in food, enjoying great food and wine many years ago when I started off as a little waiter in a restaurant in Stellenbosch. And from there, I spent a number of years at hotel school and did some traveling. And with time, my interest grew and improved. And I got exposed to many different restaurants and hotels and hospitality establishments. So I've always had a passion for food and beverage. I've always enjoyed wine. I think growing up in Cape Town, one is so you have such a privilege being exposed to all the different wine wards that the Cape Province offer. And I've never said no to go to tastings and exploring and enjoying wines.
And specifically, how did you get involved at the Taj?
I have been working for top hotels across the country for a number of years, and it's taken me to now 3 provinces in this country. And
wow.
At about 6 years ago, I came back to Cape Town.
Yes.
And at about 4.5 years ago, I decided I wanted to assist in opening up a new luxury hotel in Cape Town. And I had that opportunity. So it's 4.5 years down the line now. We've opened it successfully.
That's great.
And it features beautiful restaurants and bars, and I believe some of the best beautiful appointed rooms in the city.
Yes, this is really a beautiful room. And then I'd like to know, how do you balance food and wine pairing? As being a food and beverage director, what specifically do you do between the chef and the sommelier?
Karen, there's no particular rule book that is correct when it comes to food and wine pairing, and one must understand that every individual who's going to sit and have an experience when it comes to food and wine and matching the two is probably going to have their own opinion.
Yes.
Which is great. I think with experience, one learns what generally works for people who enjoy,
yes.
Who are connoisseurs in food and wine. And my role when it comes to, in particular, this challenge, is to make sure that we have a very talented chef focusing on the elements that he's doing on his plate,
yes.
but also that it match with what the wine steward or the sommelier has decided he wants to pair with the food. So I come in and try and marry up people's perceptions and taste understanding, and hopefully eventually we get to an ultimate product that will do us very good in this challenge.
Your candidate, Elam Gonese, how did you choose him, and what specifically about him gives you that vote of confidence in him?
Sure. Eliam has been a very natural choice for us. He has worked for us for about 1.5 years. Eliam comes from a background, in fact, he used to be a beverage manager for a very well-known, upstanding restaurant in town, so he has the background. He is not only a very good wine steward at present, he's also a very good coffee barista. So he has a natural interest in beverage as such, and over the last year or so, we've developed him and grown him to improve his interest in wines, and therefore he's our guy. He's our entry into this.
That's wonderful. So, as you've come up, as you said, over the years, you've done your dues and you've had your fair share of mentors, I'm sure. So, what do you want to impart on your wine steward? What do you want him to learn from you?
I think my advice or my wish for my wine steward to develop through this challenge, and not only this challenge but into the future, is to really take his time, rather explore and experience in detail. Don't put too much pressure yourself in developing something that you really enjoy, but do it properly. And don't be shy to ask for exposure. Right. One should always, and that's what I want for Eliam, is that he should try and attend as many tastings and experiences as he can, and ultimately that will develop him to becoming a really good sommelier.
You speak of tastings. What specifically within the Taj do you do on the tastings?
Well, we do a variety of experiences, whether it is an artisan beer, tasting with a particular curry that chef has designed in a kitchen, or it is a really fine wine with a particular food element, or an afternoon tea sweet element with a sparkling wine. So I think that's part of your life. Yes. As a food and beverage director, that you have to create these interesting facets in your business in order for your clientele to notice.
Yes.
And in order for your staff to be able to sell these great experiences.
So what would you have to say for your competitors?
For our competitors, the Taj Cape Town believes that we have a very strong team entering this year. We look forward to be part of the spirit of this competition, similar to last year. It's now national, so it's very exciting. We very much look forward to seeing everybody out there at the gala dinner later this year. And a message to everybody is, good luck, you're going to need it, but enjoy at the same time. Thanks.
Perfect. I like the fact that you are so cordial about it. Good luck. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure, Karen. Thanks.